when God called me, he called me by my name. He said, your name is Theodore, which is Greek for gift of God. You shall be a gift to your generation. Your name is Basi, an adulteration of Abasi, which is God. As Moses was a god to Pharaoh, you shall be a god to your people. And your last name, which is Ephion, which is an adulteration of Ophion, which means moon. As moon shine in darkness, I took you from Europe to come to Africa to shine in the midst of this darkness. Do you know your name is a prophecy of your life? Do you know that your name forms the boundaries of your life? Do you know that you cannot be greater than your name? If you tell me your name, I can tell you how far you're going in life. Your name. Brother, your name of your grandfather is Ikpenyong. He collected the juju from that your great-grandfather, turned that juju to a shrine, and became the chief native doctor in the whole of this area. Brother, your grandfather was a very powerful man. Because of that, people from everywhere used to come, even from outside of the country. Very powerful native doctor. And there was a day, a woman with 9 months pregnancy came to deliver the child. And the oracle spoke and said, both the woman and the child are for sacrifice. But your grandfather decided to deliver the woman and preserve the child alive. And the oracle spoke and said, because you have broken the law, your life must go for her life. That was where your grandfather started vomiting, somersaulted and died on top of the shrine. When your grandfather died, your own father was there. Your father saw how his own father died on top of the shrine, and fear entered him. He picked race, ran to Aba. From Aba, I don't know how many, he ran to London, where he jammed my mama. Now so you see me today. Can we clap hands for Jesus? And they said to me, brother, now God bring you. Come. Now God bring you. Now your papa have died. You are the next one to take over that shrine. I said to them, brother, your head is not correct. I cannot leave London to become a native doctor. I am coming here for you people to take me to that shrine. They said, brother, you have to follow us. You have to offer sacrifice, so that the problem of the family will stop. What problem? That thing that killed your father. That shrine is not just an ordinary shrine in the whole of Calabar Efik land. There are 3 of them. One is in this place, they mentioned the other one in the other place. This one belonged directly to our blood. And because there's no human sacrifice, the demon entered the family and begin from the eldest down. That's why nobody in our family can clock 50 years. Once you get to 50, the thing enter, take your life. So brother, we have come that you will come and offer the sacrifice so that this nonsense will stop. I said to them, you are very stupid. I cannot come and offer any sacrifice. I'm a man of God. I don't have time for that. They said, brother, you don't understand. When your father died and there was no sacrifice, the demon was looking for blood. When he couldn't see blood, he entered your father's brother, your uncle. And your uncle became like a crazy man one day, took machete, slaughtered all his children. After slaughtering his children, he carried rope and hung himself. He committed suicide. When they came to that dimension, I screamed. The reason I screamed is because about 5 months before this time, my own immediate senior brother came from London to Nigeria. He happened to study law in University of Calabar. He was preparing to take over the law chambers of my father. And while he was in University of Calabar, he impregnated one Calabar girl. And he didn't want to take the responsibility. He just stopped the law studies, ran back to London and abandoned the girl with the pregnancy. But when he got to London, he had an encounter with Jesus. Hallelujah. He became a child of God. And the girl he abandoned, he also heard that she's also a child of God. And he had the conviction that he should go. That is your wife. Pick her, pick that child. That is your child. So here's my brother returning back to Nigeria to pick this girl as his wife, to pick this child, which is his child. And there was no problem until the moment he landed in Calabar, no problem. But when he entered the house, and that small boy, he has never seen his own boy before in his life. That time the child was about 4 years of age. As he was coming to greet the boy, that demon entered my senior brother. Instead of greeting the boy, he slapped the boy and began to beat that child to nonsense. People have to grab my brother. What is wrong with you? And my brother was fighting everybody. Leave me, leave me. Today I will kill this child. After killing him, I will kill myself. That thing that happened to my senior brother was so strange. We couldn't understand it. But what we were able to do was arrange his return ticket and send him back to the sender. We just sent him back to London. That's how he escaped. But we couldn't understand what happened to him. It was when they were telling me this story, it was like scales. I said, oh my God. So this thing that happened to my brother, oh, Father, I said to them, please, we are going to the village tomorrow. Tomorrow, no wasting of time. That was how, this one I'm talking tonight, I'm cutting stories short, very short because of time. By this time, 10, 11 years has gone. By this time, I'm now whether 31, 32 years of age. And that was how I landed in my village for the first time at the age of 31, 32. I enter my village. I look my village. Eh? Hi, see my village, you. Eh? Wonderful. Now my village be this. Hey, wonderful. Everywhere, bush, 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 bush. Even one house with zinc roof is not there in my village. Who are you to build a solid house in my village? If you try it, the altar will rise and bury you. Every place desolate. I called those my relation. Where is that altar? Take me to the altar. Brother, we don't know where that altar is. The generation who knows everything about that altar, they died. The altar killed them. We were only small children. We used to hear the story about the altar, but we don't know where the altar is. Hey! How will I now locate the altar? Brother, it's not all over. It's remaining one old Baba. Everybody in the family died, but that man, he no agree die. That man was the slave to your grandfather. He was 6 years of age when he served your grandfather and served your papa. The man is still alive. Where you see the stream of the village, that man that is walking there now, he is the one. I look, I saw one old Baba. He does not walk as I'm walking. He was bent like this. That's how he was walking. I went and I greeted Papa. I said, Papa, I am the son of Ibaraibo, the son of Ekpenyong, the son of Efyong. My name is Theodore. Baba said, I know you now. I know you very well. Ever before you came here, I saw you coming. My stomach went brrr, brrr. Whether you believe or you don't believe, brethren, let me tell you. Me, I was not brought up in Africa. I was brought up in London. I don't believe all these things, but I'm telling you, what I encountered cleared my eyes and changed my mentality and changed my theology. Whether you believe it or not, every family that has a high priest, they have people who are maintaining tradition and pouring libations and calling and invoking the demons of the family and all of those things. I thank Baba. I said to him, Baba, because he asked me one kind question, why do you come here? And I told him, I came because I hear said that there is an altar in the family that is reacting. And you need blood, human blood, sacrifice. And they say you're the only last remaining person alive who knows where the altar is. And the procedure and the protocol for the sacrifice of the altar. I came to you, Papa, for you to take me to the altar so that I can offer the sacrifice so that this nonsense will stop. Papa said, you're a very wise boy. I should follow him. That's where we enter into what we call the evil forest. I don't have time to talk about the evil forest. But when we entered there, Baba said to me, it's not one altar, there are three. He took me to the first altar. This is the first altar of your family. Ekpenyong. Hi, Ekpenyong again. Yes, there was a time your people were looking for male children. When they could not see male children, they sacrificed to the water spirit. Ekpenyong. That's how all of you are from the water. I said, Baba, it's not me. Me, I'm not from the water. But I used to see myself in the water. Some of you are here tonight, you see yourself in the water. Some of you are here tonight, you still see yourself in the village. But you're here in America, but you're in the village in the night. Some of you, you see yourself in your father's house, the ancient house of your father. What is happening? It's telling you that there was an altar that you were dedicated sometime. Tonight, every satanic altar in your father's house, I release the fire of the Holy Ghost. I uproot those ancient altars. I command you to come out from that place. Come out from that altar. Come out from that demonic coven. In the name of Jesus. Let me announce to you tonight, there's going to be a lot of deliverance. Your dream life is changing tonight. The thing you were seeing before, you will see them no more. You are coming out. You are coming out. They took me to the second altar. They said this one is the second one is Okpinon. Your father, grandfather, and great-grandfather operate this one. This is the one that your great-grandfather and papa them turned from human being to crocodile, from crocodile to human being. Okpinon. If you come to Calabar, what you call Obong of Calabar is always initiated into what they call Asabo, python, and into Anansa, the marine spirit, and into Okpinon, the crocodile. That's why every Obong of Calabar either has a small swimming pool in the backyard or the front where they turn to crocodile. That's the Okpinon. Baba said to me, my son, if you need it, I can revive it for you. I said, Papa, let it remain there yet. We move again. We came to another place. Baba said, this one is the main. I said, eh? So those other ones are small one. He said, my son, you don't understand. In the whole of Calabar, you don't know who your family is. That this altar is kept here. And you need to bring and prepare for it. Are you ready for it? Because you are the next high priest to take over. I am kept alive to coronate you and to consecrate you. Are you ready for your coronation? I said, Baba, I'm ready. What is involved? Tell me first. My son, this altar is not a small thing. You will first of all go back to Calabar. You will consecrate yourself with 30 days fasting. You don't know that witches and wizards used to fast. Native doctor used to fast. You, born again, 3 days. You say, Pastor, please, I'm having ulcer. Any child of God that cannot pay the price in the secret, you will not achieve anything in this life. He said, you will go 30 days. When you finish and that 30 days, this is the second law. You don't sleep with woman. You don't eat the food of woman. Even to touch the hand of woman, everything woman, you stay there, avoid them. Number 3, when you finish the fasting, you prepare the sacrifice. He began to mention what I will bring, including human being. I said, hi. So when you prepare that sacrifice, number 4, you come to this place. The day you come to sacrifice, this place where I'm standing, there is a black cauldron inside the earth. You cannot see it now with your physical eyes. But the thing is in the ground, deep, about 6 foot. But when you follow the procedure, that black cauldron will come out from the ground. It will hang in the middle of the air, smoking with fire. When you see that thing, you know you have succeeded. You tell the oracle what you need, he will give to you. So when you come here, you don't come on the daytime, you come in the midnight. From 12 midnight to 2 a.m. Number 4, you don't come on an ordinary day. It has to be on a full moon. Number 5 or 6, when you enter this place, you remove your shoe. Is a holy ground. He gave me every law and procedure. And I thank him. I returned to Calabar. By that time, I have married. I called my wife. I said, beloved, when you married me, you thought you married a very clean man, a white man, very clean, educated, pointed nose. But you did not know that inside this pointed nose, all the demon of Calabar is inside. So my wife, you have to follow me to my village. Because If I'm not delivered, you are not delivered, and our children are not delivered. So you have to follow me. I call my covenant brother in the ministry. His name is Ephraim. I call him. I call his wife. 4 of us. We prepared ourselves and we moved to my village for the second time. When I landed in my village for the second time, I prepared the sacrifice for the 3 altars. 3 very powerful full drum of petrol. Somebody jump up and shout fire! Shout fire! Shout fire! That was how I landed in my village for the second time. Went to those altars. I asked those my nephew and cousin, what of that my Baba, that old Baba? Brother, as you left the village last time, that very night, Baba died. So, and after handing the key, he pressed eject button. I'm here to announce to 27 people, the key of your family is entering your hand tonight. Receive, 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 receive. Receive the key of your family. Receive the key of your father's house. Receive that key. Receive that key. Receive that key. Receive that key. Brethren, we are going to pray prayers tonight from here now. The message is long and I can minister this thing 2 hours, 3 hours. That's how I used to like to minister. I don't like short ministration, but we have to manage ourselves because I understand our condition. But we're going to pray now. Are you ready for prayers? Because everything I have shared tonight, there's going to be deliverance in the house. And there's something that's going to happen to you. You will not just come out from the evil. The glory of your father's house is what is coming. Because it was after this thing took me 11 years to come out from the demons of my father's house. It was when I came out, God said to me, my son, now I'm taking you to the next phase of your life. What is the next phase? You must receive the glory of your father's house. That you only saw your father as a man who belonged to this, belonged to that, belonged to the other. Have you not looked at your father well? He was a great man. Your father was a leading lawyer. He was at the top of his profession. Do you know that glory, you must destroy and break the evil. But the glory that is, it belongs in your lineage. Download that one, connect. Your father was the leading voice in Cross River State. When you connect to this grace and this oil, you become the leading voice. Number 2, your father was an international lawyer that used to represent Nigeria in the international court. He traveled to 23 nations. Download it. You will start to become a global voice. Number 3, your father. The law books of my father. If you enter his library, he has law books like this. He had the biggest law library in the whole of Cross River and Akwa Ibom in those days. And he even wrote law books by himself. Download that grace. I downloaded it. If you come to my house, you will see my library is like this. I have read book and read book until I have become a book. And I've also written 50 books. Yeah, that's the grace. That's the oil. I downloaded that grace. I downloaded the grace of international abilities. And I travel also even more than my father. I received the grace that was in my father to be the voice of Cross River State. If you come to Cross River State, meet 10 people, ask them, who is the spiritual voice of Cross River? 7 out of 10, they will tell you, that man, Theodore. Because, brethren, it's not about me. It's about what belongs to the house remains in the house. There is a glory that belongs in your house. Maybe you have never seen it because you've only been seeing the evil of your father's house. Are you hearing what I'm talking? And finally, the Lord helped me to understand that this, my papa, he was into property development. He had properties in London, properties in Lagos, properties everywhere. Even though we lost them all, he said that grace is still in the house. You must download it. Hey! That time I was living in one room, 10, and I collected grace, the glory of my father's house. That is how the Lord started establishing me with properties, houses, every corner, every place. There are men here after today. There is a grace, a supernatural ability. It belongs in your family. It belongs in your lineage. It's the glory. May your eyes open now. May you see what belongs to your family. And I will show you one mystery again before we round up, but it's time to pray. Rise up on your feet, lift up your hand, begin to clap your hands together, begin to pray yourself out from your father's house. All the demons, all the altars of your father's house, whether in the water, known or unknown to you, in the forest, in the sea, begin to pray yourself out, begin to shatter all of those demonic altars. Jesus, 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 ancients of days, go to war. Go to war. Go to the family background. Go to the villages. Lord, the altars of our fathers, grandfathers, and great-grandfathers. Every ancient altar of our father's house. Oh God, wherever the destinies of your children were locked up, let the angels go now. We release angels.